And 2.
Stop that too.
You count down the one in your head on showbiz.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Cut. There we go. 3, 2.
You said what?
Nobody gonna introduce us. Here's the video. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Reality Reaction.
Welcome back to our wonderful, fun channel.
And we're glad to see you here. We hope that you enjoyed this new video.
Yes, we got a new one coming for you guys today.
What are we reacting to, Rachel?
We are reacting to a court case. We had to switch it up from the paternity court because the baby mama daddy drama was getting too much. It was giving too much tea, okay?
All right.
So we're switching it up to Judge Judy.
Uh-oh.
The one of the original Don't Take No Mess.
Uh-oh. Well, let's see what's going on with Judge Judy.
Let's see. Here we go.
All parties in the matter of Teat versus Miller Hilburn. Step forward.
Marcus Teat is suing his neighbors, Carol Miller and her tenant, Patrick Hilbun, for damages to a fence and harassment.
Mr. Teat, how long have you been neighbors to the defendants?
About 12 years, since 2005.
And I assume you both own your homes?
Correct. Yes.
I gather from your complaint, sir, that you have not had a pleasant relationship with the defendants, and that's been going on for a long time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Irritating things, you refer to them here. I'm not getting into them. I'm not getting into whether a year ago they threw rabbit carcasses over your fence, and that was annoying. I'm just not getting into that. What you ask for is, you ask for the defendants to share the cost.
Why would anybody have rabbit carcasses? Hunters? But why would they not? Why would they dispose of? That's too much.
Replacing or repairing a fence that you both built together about 8 years ago.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you built the fence that separated...
So they were friends. So they were friends enough to build a fence together.
I wouldn't say friends. I'd say cordial enough to agree to build a fence. Yeah.
your property 8 years ago. Had there already been a fence there?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it had rotted?
Yes, Your Honor.
Had to be replaced. How long have you lived in your house?
Since the early 80s.
And other than replacing it 8 years ago with the plaintiff, had you ever replaced that fence before?
No.
Now you say that the fence is rotted again.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you want them to...
What kind of materials are they using?
Yeah, it must live in the high desert or something.
For it to be rotted. Yeah.
Informed Miss Miller that as long as the dirt was in contact with that fence, it's going to rot out again. So I informed her. I said, look, the only way you're going to solve this is you're going to have to build a retaining wall to keep that dirt off of this fence. I said, that's your property. You're on the uphill side. What you need to do is control your property. She told me she wasn't
going to build a retaining wall.
Right. She's not responsible for the dirt.
Just a second. Just for my own information, how much do you think it will cost to put in a new fence?
Concrete retaining wall, I'd say a couple $1,000s.
At least. So you want her to spend several $1,000s to protect your fence?
To control her property, not protect the fence.
When you say control her property, you mean when it rains, the rain brings the dirt down and hits the fence?
That is their property, Your Honor.
Does everyone have the same wooden fence that's in your neighborhood?
Well, no, on the other side, there's a cyclone fence. On the other side of her property, it's a cyclone fence.
Okay, it's a metal cyclone fence.
Yes.
So it's a metal cyclone fence that won't rot out?
Yes.
Okay. And what would prevent you, if you wanted to, Mr. Teat, from building a fence on your property, if you wanted to be fenced away from them, in some material other than a wood fence? Green.
Well, what would happen, Your Honor, is the dirt. See, she's quite a bit higher than I am on her side of the fence, so it would still be an erosion problem because she's quite a bit higher.
Just a second. They didn't do anything to their property to purposely cause water erosion onto your property. What you want them to do is you want them to take active steps now to change the topography of their property. You bought your property knowing your property was below and their property was higher.
Yes, I did.
So, and we know that water runs downhill. So you know that that happens. So I would say, since you don't get along with them and they're not going to be cooperative with you with regard to replacing this fence with one that will not erode owing to water, then you build a fence and you build it from a non-eroding product and build it on your side. Period. End of discussion. Mr. Teat.
Yes.
Build your own fence on your property. Build a non-eroding one. They're not going to pay for it. We're done. Thank you.
She was pretty harsh.
Yeah. I think she could have helped him out a little bit more by having somewhat of a timeline, a set timeline for them to come together to build.
When I saw the expression on her face while Judge Judy was starting to side with her side, I said,
I saw that
was
smile.
pretty, I don't know, like creepy.
Yeah. If I were in his situation, I would have done what she said just because I'm non-confrontational. I don't like to do all the court things and say, hey, you're doing this. To me, I would have done what she has said. But I feel like in his case, he has been past that they've already had a situation where they tried to build a fence.
But what kind of material is going to be non-erosive?
Right.
I mean, maybe she's had so many cases, she knows that there's a product out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he seemed knowledgeable about what material was needed for the job, but I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. Well, folks, there you have it. Cut and dry. Simple as that. Simple and cut and paste.
Cut and paste. Okay.
Cut and paste. There it was. Judge Judy has spoken.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching this one. It's a short one, but it's a good one.
All right, and we'll see you on the next video.
On the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, I did it without knocking down the whole camera.
Woohoo.
Hey.